mosquito bites, and double Mustangs. This week on Kentucky Fried Chronology. Hi, I'm Chuck.
I'm Bo.
And tonight on Kentucky Fried Chronology, we're talking about the wilder and a little bit weirder planes of World War II. And
we have differing opinions on our favorite planes of World War II.
We may have taken a different approaches on this particular assignment.
You went
weird but effective.
You went like weird experimental stuff. I went for kill count. Like I was like, where are my hunters? I want my birds of prey. Like who had the best KDs in the war? So this is my list. But you go ahead. What do you got?
Now I got planes that, unorthodox is basically what the kids on the internet would call a janky build. These are kind of weird ones, but they're usually quite effective. Let's start with the first one. The first one is the de Havilland Mosquito.
How is that janky?
Because it's made almost entirely of wood in the 1940s.
Yeah, but you have England is a country of fucking cabinet makers and piano fucking people. You know, like they work with wood.
Well, at the time,
who better than to build you a wooden fucking plane? Exactly. A bunch of fucking carpenters.
Right? And the beauty of it was that the carpenters weren't being used in factories making steel for guns and whatever.
Well, yeah, because it's harder to switch over to working with steel and shit.
So we were taking men and materials that they were already familiar with and making them into doing, or essentially making something that worked quite well. In fact, to the point where Harmon Goring was actually a bit jealous of them.
He was jealous of a lot of shit. While I was doing this, he's just like, man, I wish I had this. Oh man, if I had one or two of these things, man, I bet you if we'd have thought of that, god damn it. But then he'd catch himself, and on the other side of it, he'd be like, yeah, but the British were always capturing our stuff and trying to copy it, though.
Yeah.
Side glance, you know, the meme, the puppet meme, right?
And
the only thing they had on them was the jet.
Projecting your own intentions, right? They did. The Messerschmitt company, they managed to make a jet for them. But we're skipping ahead because apparently the de Havilland Mosquito wasn't designed just to be a fast bomber. It wasn't designed just to be, let's make a bomber out of wood because we've got some lying around. This was designed to kind of get in quickly, get out. And because the radars of the 40s were not anywhere approaching.
Especially the German ones, man. Fly low, right over the treetops. Hit that bomb switch, and buzz out. Mm-hmm. It's also a really good spy plane.
Yeah.
Put cameras on it.
It's just kind of hard to see. Wood doesn't show up on radar the same way steel and aluminum does. I know they had aluminum bits for the frame.
Well, yeah, you had the engine and like the main wing struts and all your mechanical bits had to be metal, but the airframe and the fuselage, all that shit, wood and cloth, right?
Shoot, I didn't put it on here. I was trying to figure. I didn't get the engine of the Mosquito on here. My bad.
It's probably Merlin's, knowing the British, and as fast as it was.
Top speed 400 miles an hour.
Yeah,
which matches the twin Merlin engine for most things.
Yeah, so that's what I would think they did right. Early Merlin.
What I didn't know,
like the one in the Spitfire ones.
This is absolutely, now we have no evidence. Based on all of the research I have no evidence that this was ever used in any kind of SAS operation or anything like that. However, the de Havilland Mosquito can be modified. It has a 2-man crew, but you can modify the bomb bay to hold one extra guy, ideally, to, I guess, drop him into enemy territory as a spy or saboteur or something. No records of this that we had, that you and I would have access to.
I saw somebody talk about it, but it wasn't from the bomb bay.
If you didn't do it, you left an idea on the table. You really should have.
It wasn't the one I saw. One from the bomb bay. They would attach like person pods underneath it.
Yeah.
But the guy was talking like for medevac. Like you could put wounded in it and then fly them off. I didn't hear any special ops thing, but I'm like, I mean, you do the same. You just put a man torpedo under the wing and drop him, and he putters into the coast and does his covert ops shit.
Well, or the idea is that the bomb bay opens and a dude falls out and
3-man team. You got one on each wing and one in the bomb. Drop them. Sounds like a kill team to me. I wouldn't want more than I wouldn't if I was doing like saboteur shit behind lines. I wouldn't want more than 4 guys.
Yeah, here's your typical SG team.
There's too many after that.
Mm-hmm. They slow the rest of them down. Yeah,
easier to split up and scatter with only 4 guys, right?
So, and here's the thing: you could either put 303 machine guns, which are nothing to sneeze at. They're not a Modus, but that is nothing to sneeze at. Or you could put 4 20mm cannons all on a wooden plane.
Yep.
And most of it was all in the nose.
Did both. It had 4 and 2.
Nice.
Right? I'm like, yeah, why didn't you start with that? Sometimes you look at these and you're like, hey, you get to like the Mark 9 version of something and you're like,
why didn't you start with this?
Why did it take you that many iterations to think of that?
And and also when it comes now, I don't know if this is just exclusive to the British during World War II, but it just seems like so many really good ideas almost don't happen at all.
Oh yeah,
like the guy that made the Mosquito had to fight tooth and nail to get the British government to let him do it.
They just let him do it because to shut him up, right?
Like they eventually,
they're like, all right, man, I guess but we're not going to help you.
We're just going to let you have a bunch of carpenters and a bunch of wood.
These guys suck at metalwork. Take them. He's like, well, yeah, they're carpenters. Of course they suck at metalwork. That's why this is going to work, says the guy. Did you write his name down?
No,
you should really write their names down when you can find it.
Yeah. So that's basically what I've got on the Mosquito. It's a great plane that nearly didn't get made, like of so many things.
It's a very good one. I like the Mosquito. I didn't have the Mosquito because cool as the Mosquito was, it's KD not that great.
It was good at causing disturbances, but it wasn't a fighter bomber. It was
It's classified as a fighter bomber ground support. It does it all. It's a jack of all trades, master of none, which shows in its KD ratio. It's why first on my list is the P-47 Thunderbolt, the workhorse of the
Uncle Sam's workhorse.
I don't know. They didn't use it much in the Pacific, did they? I didn't really look into it.
I don't know much about the P-47, but
they had to have, right? But because it was used everywhere.
I remember the Bobcat doing a whole lot of work out there.
They made like 30,000 of these fucking, or maybe not that many, but they made a fuck ton of these things.
I love that we're so accurate, by the way.
Yeah, we're totally professionals.
Yes, we both have degrees and everything. No,
the half bottle we drank before we started probably didn't help, man.
Doesn't help our credibility.
Notes and everything doesn't help.
This is one of those. We will tell you what we're sure of.
It was intended as an escort fighter for the bombers to go into Germany. And, you could extend the range on it by adding drop tanks and stuff, but that fucked with, speed and stuff. But,
dynamic stuff, yeah.
So,
I played War Thunder.
Yeah, so,
you can unlock it in War
Thunder. The last, 4 hours of the trip for the bombers, they would have to go by themselves, and it took a lot of casualties and shit.
That's the 4 hours when they'd strike.
Yeah, but, man, while they were there, man, fuck, this thing was built around its engine. It's huge. You could take a 109 and put it inside of a P-47, and this massive beast, it had so much torque that if you throttled up too hard, it would turn. It would just go.
It would rotate itself.
Which in a dogfight, a little useful. Hit the throttle and just kind of let it, right? Just shoot off that direction.
Yeah, that they learned you could do that. They learned what direction you would go.
The best thing that it had was it could go up real high. So what it would do is it would hover above the formation of the bombers, and then when the Germans would come in and strafe through the bombers, they drop down on these fucking things because it can dive, right? That's its big. It gets all that speed. And the German pilots used to fighting the Spitfires. Their tactic was to dive away from the Spitfire, and shit don't work for the P-47. They
just
dive,
gets right
they
on you.
dive, and they go, "Oh wait, dive away!" And then the P-47's just like,
Gotcha.
and blow them out of the sky.
Nice.
And it's just so cool looking. It's this big fucking just muscle.
It's an American muscle car with wings.
Yes. And it's a tank, dude. Like I saw all kinds of fucking pictures. Like there's a picture of a dude literally just kind of crawling through the hole in the wing, smiling, like, look how big this fucking thing is. And they still landed the damn thing.
Yeah.
Because it had instead of a water cooled engine like the Spitfire and the Mustang, it had a water cooled engine system. This is not an air cooled one, so you could shoot a fucking round through the engine block and it'd be like, it's missing some pistons. Ding, 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 ding. It'd still go. That's why we built the A10. It's like it's the
big boy
spiritual successor of the P-47 because it was just built around the gun. Like this was built around the engine, and it's just kind of like, try and shoot me out of the air. I'm not the best fighter, but fuck you trying to shoot me down.
Good luck getting close enough to knock me down.
But yeah, love my P-47. Pretty good ship.
And it was just basically hey, we need a bigger, sturdier
across the channel last trip.
So it was essentially built to be a bigger, sturdier
escort fighter. But after the P-47 and the Cobra came out, and the Mark V Spitfire, I think, had enough range to finally get all the way to Berlin and back. I think so.
Yeah.
But the P-47 was like, well, I mean, we've already invaded France and stuff. I'm going to switch over to ground support. And it's just like, trains. Yeah. So it racked up
a bunch of kills.
Oh, I saw the number was like 40,000 tons of railroad destroyed by the P-47. I'm just like, yeah.
That's how you grind
a war machine. Yeah, it's great. So yeah, that's my first one. Your turn.
Oh,
wait.
Since you're
we're gonna pause for the cause.
Right? Yeah, pause for the cause. But while we're pausing for the cause,
I'll do this.
Technically, one of the planes on our list is for sale at a mere $12 million. You can own the F-82 twin Mustang. They actually have them for sale.
That's a shame. I don't know how to fly a plane, or I'd be like, life goal, right?
Oh no, that's one of those. If I had the money, I'd buy it today
and park it.
No, I'd buy it today and start pilot school tomorrow. That way, I know I could have something to fly. And here's the
coolest thing to come out of our little shitty airstrip that we have here.
It would be. It would be the most badass thing.
You'd have to have so much security on that thing to hangar it, though, here. Somebody would definitely try to steal that thing.
I would buy the hangar
I'm talking,
and just live there, dude.
I'm talking you're going to need, like, Dobermans and shit guarding this thing. Like, hungry ones. You only feed them once a week, so when they see people, they're like,
shit. Oh, no.
Meth heads would scrap that thing so fucking fast.
They would. And I saw the picture that technically because it's for sale, they had to take all of the U.S. military insignia.
It ain't got the 50 cals and shit in it, but it flies, right?
It still flies. She's fully functional.
All that matters.
Take off tomorrow. All she needs is fuel. Here's the thing, though. She is completely stripped down to the plain Jane steel.
Ooh, so she's fast.
Well, she needs a paint job, though.
Oh, but she's fast. If they stripped all that weight out of her and they still have the same engines, 200 extra mile an hour.
They've been restored.
200 extra.
They've had to buy
new parts. You're easy going to hit 500.
Oh yeah, no problem.
Without any like of the extra fucking.
It's max speed
shit and
without. Yeah, let me get back into the basics on this. Essentially, for the twin Mustang, for those of us that didn't already, I know I didn't explain it very well. They're like, we need to get this. We need an escort plane for this B-52 or new B-52s to get all the way across
B-52s. You want to try that again?
Not 17s.
B-29.
B-29.
There you
Sorry.
go. B-52 is the big jet one.
I'm thinking of Grandpa Buff. Not Grandpa Buff, the smaller one. His daddy. Not Grandpa Buff, his daddy. Anyway, B-29. We needed an escort plane that can make it all the way across the Atlantic Ocean and back. Mustang won't do it. P-47 won't do it.
No, not without
Corsair,
stopping off to get past. I think they put them on ships, didn't they, to get them over to England?
They had like, yeah.
Put them on top of carriers.
Yeah, they put them on top of carriers. So yeah, for in-theater operations, they're great. But we needed something that can go all the way there and back. And a single Mustang wouldn't do it, but someone somewhere crunched the numbers and learned that if you took part of the wings off of both of them, slapped the two of them together, and put a control switch in there so that you can trade control between yourself and the other pilot.
Sounds like an idea we would come up with.
But
hey, man, I'm telling you. What if we just put them together? All right?
Here's the thing. It worked.
I know. That'd be the crazy thing, though, is it would work.
And because you had two pilots, you could fly all night. And
one sleep, one fly.
One sleeping, one flying, and escort the B-29s all the way across. No problems. Which is why it looks a little funny, and as I've played it in War Thunder, it does not turn very well. It dives and climbs quite well because the extra climbing.
I did not mean to do that.
A little bit extra.
Yeah. I'm gonna die.
Oops. Buddy. Anyway. So,
did it ever do any combat?
It tragically no.
Or was it one of those ones that was like rolled out super late in the war?
It was one of those. Yeah, it tragically got rolled out super late in the war, and it was one of those things we used it never in combat, only on patrols.
So no KD.
No KD.
No, not even equipment deaths.
Not for I don't know.
Did it fire its guns in hangar once?
I don't think so.
Oh man.
It's one of those. It's a shame.
Ah, man.
It's a pity.
How much would that if you're a German pilot, you see that thing flying? It's like, is that two of them? What happened to them?
Yeah, no, no Germans would have had a chance to see this guy.
Would have mentally fucked them from the beginning. It's like, are that two airplanes touching wings? What's going on here?
Well, they're fused together. Anyway.
By Jove, they're not British.
Yeah, I almost said that. Anyway. B-1650. But yeah, it's a shame. It's one of those things. It's a shame the massive World War.
Oh man, such a fucking shame that the war ended before this could go get into it.
Yeah. And also another shame. Quick mention, because I didn't do as much research on it as I wanted to. The Vought V163 or V173. The Flying Pancake.
Oh, I was going to say, that name sounds familiar.
You're thinking of what's that?
Oh, the Corsair. That's what I'm.
Yeah.
Thinking
Also, yeah,
of.
they're also the same company that made the Corsair with the gull wings, which my favorite design.
Mine.
But anyway, back to the. But yeah, it's essentially a flying pancake. I think that's where a lot of people got the idea for the flying saucer. They saw. They saw people flying this around, testing it.
It actually flew?
It actually flew. No. Not only did it fly.
I gotta look for footage. That's awesome.
Not only did it fly, they gave it an underpowered engine, and it still flew quite well because of the huge lifting surface of the whole building.
Yeah.
And even Charles Lindbergh himself said she flew like a dream. And the only reason that it didn't, never fired a shot in anger because by the time it was developed, it was too late in the war, and also jet engines.
Oh, you skipped me.
I did. Sorry.
You son of a bitch. No, keep going. You're already halfway through.
Yeah, I know. I'm already. But this one was a short one.
You motherfucker.
See this? It's short. It's short. Anyway, here's the thing, though. Interesting little last tidbit about this idea. After it was scrapped, because we got jet engines and we had our own essentially Mr. Schmidts clone that we were building, they scrapped it. So the scrap yard they took it to, they decided, we'll just drop it on its edge and it'll crumple and that'll be easy for it to break, right? No. and just rolled. And just
like
rolled.
like a quarter sitting there doing this thing.
Well, not probably not like that. But
No,
apparently,
don't ruin it for me.
sure, it rolled exactly
Thank
like a quarter.
Thank you.
Apparently, it was very difficult to even use a wrecking ball to tear this thing apart.
Good sturdy construction. Maybe it was a UFO. They were just lying to us.
A prop-driven one?
It was, yeah. We couldn't replicate the engines from the one that crashed.
So we just put our own props
So we put our own props on it. So we're like, well, I mean, the aerodynamics are sound. The math works out. It just needs a power source. What's the best one we got? It's that big-ass fucking Pratt & Whitney over there rocking 2,800 fucking horsepower.
No, it's 180.
Swear
to God,
I'd have put the P-47
it has one
engine in it.
Because it's such a it was a smaller, lighter plane, built to be a fighter,
but more power.
Well, the idea is that once it was the test engine
after the prototype bullshit. Like we just gotta make sure it flies.
That's what I was giving. Give it a weaker engine just to make sure that the theory is sound. And then
this is how we end up with 9 iterations before we get one that works. Just put the big engine on it from the beginning. You know,
that way you don't have to retrofit all the engineering stuff you got to do. But we're idiots.
What the fuck do I know?
Right? What do we know? Okay. So, anyway, sorry for skipping you.
Yeah.
What's your next person?
No.
Or what's your next plane?
No, my feelings are hurt. You skipped me. You don't want to know.
I don't want. Yeah, you're right. Care. I don't.
Show's over.
And that's our time for today.
No, again, you went with all this experimental shit, like the lightning, the mosquito maybe killed something. I'm sure it had. Mm-hmm. It has some kills,
and the OG Mustang has plenty.
Yeah, but the ones you pick, man. So like I bet I figure out how to put it up on our like the KD of each freaking one. You're just like
pretty low. 0.0.
You lose, sir. My next one though is we're going with the enemy.
Yes.
I have a reason, which I will explain after I tell everybody about it and what it is. It's the BF-109, the German plane de resistance. The only other one that they used a shit ton of was the Focke-Wulf 190. 109.
Excuse me. That one, no, that was ours. Never mind. The one where the dive bomber. That was ours.
That's a Stuka.
The Stuka. They had a lot of Stukas.
Yeah, that's not.
But the fighter, no.
It's not a fighter though. It's kind of shit, that dog fighting.
Yeah.
Very specifically designed. But the BF-109 is the workhorse. They made more of these than any other plane in any war ever. There's like 35,000 of these fucking things across 9 iterations and like 20 submodels, and they were constantly tweaking
constantly tinkering.
They were constantly tweaking it. But the problem was every time they'd tinker with it, they'd make it bigger and fatter and a little slower and less maneuver. So it's like they were doing it all wrong. They were making it worse each time they put it out.
They took their version of the Spitfire and slowly tried to turn it into a P-47.
Kind of, like, because like it was the nemesis of the Spitfire. Battle of Britain. Like these are the two ones that are fucking. Yeah.
I watched,
really fighting.
I watched DS9. I know.
Yeah. Doctor Who too, man.
Doctor Who.
Yeah. Well, Doctor Who, he goes in and he kind of upgrades the Spitfires, and they can go into space. It's a whole thing. Because he's the Doctor.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. No, but it's awesome.
All right.
But BF-109. This is a great plane. There's a reason they kept. It's easy to produce. It's reliable. Had a big 20 mil cannon straight out of the nose of the fucking propellers, and 2 machine guns right here, so all the bullets super concentrated right in front of the pilot, right?
And it's easier to put the guns on the wings to a point, because then it saves up room in your cockpit for your engine and the pilot, and all your stuff that you need. But the downside of that is you have to sight your guns in at a certain range to where the bullets will intersect. Otherwise, they'll just shoot straight forward
and you ain't gonna hit nothing.
And you won't hit nothing except for the biggest targets or targets so close you're about to hit them with the plane.
You're about to kamikaze them anyway.
Yeah. So
about 300, 500 yards is usually what you would want those.
400 maybe. Yeah, sometimes 5 if you have like cannons that ain't going to drop. But yeah, putting it all in the news.
All in the ooze.
All in the nose. Can't talk today. Putting it all in the nose solves that problem entirely. Just face the guns forward and make sure you don't have any feeding issues.
Yep.
Problem solved.
But yeah, okay. To the reason why I love this gun so much, not because its KD is ridiculous, like 17,000 aircraft.
Wow.
Not counting machine and other stuff, right? Like because it was used through the Spanish Civil War, all the way up through the end of the fall of Germany. There were still a couple of these hardcore fuckers out there still trying. So. Yeah, so its KD is ridiculous. It kind of wins overall of everything of the entire war, I think, except maybe my next one, which is a good segue. We'll go straight into that. My next favorite airplane is the fucking F4U Corsair.
Oh, yes.
Corsair.
And editing bow. Sorry,
you have the gull wing.
Yeah, you have a hard episode this week. But yeah, that's honestly, of all the American planes, even though Mustang is sexy as hell and the P-47 is awesome, the gull, it's my favorite looking one because the gull wing design is just so cool looking.
Oh, wait. I'm drunk. I forgot. I didn't even tell him why it was the BF-109 was my favorite one, and it has nothing to really do with World War II at all. It's because it's the plane that chases Indiana Jones and his dad in The Last Crusade, and he does the thing with the seagulls.
Oh, and he gets some bird
crashes and stuff.
Nice.
Yeah,
that is a BF-109.
That's a BF-109. That's why it's my favorite one.
That is a cool one
because it's an Indiana Jones. Anyway, on to the Corsair. I love this plane because when it came out, the Japanese were like, "What the fuck? That thing is stupid.
That's weird.
That thing's dumb. Like, what is this big, slow, clunky thing? Like, we're gonna try.
Yeah, well,
the Zero
was flying.
Yeah, whippy fucking. The Zero was designed with like one-on-one dogfights, like the old Samurai, right? Like it's gonna be like a duel in the sky.
Yeah.
The Corsair was not built that fucking way. It is a hawk hunter. It comes in a dive and slashes through the formation with a rake of guns and rockets, and then cuts back into the clouds and disappears for another run. They don't ever give the Japanese Zero time to enter a dogfight. They're quick, fucking zoom, zoom.
And they just pick them apart.
Oh yeah, this thing I actually wrote this KD down because I was so impressed with it.
Am I wrong? Wasn't it also a bit armored?
Yeah, super armored.
So it's one of those not only fast but well armored.
It has the same engine as the Thunderbolt, but like an upgraded version with a big steel fucking plate behind it.
Okay. I'm thinking. Okay, I was thinking the Corsair was a bit smaller.
No,
it had the same as the. It was basically a little bit bigger than the Mustang.
No, you think that because it folds up and it fits on a ship, but no, it's massive.
It's massive. Oh,
yeah. It's a big beast of a fucking plane, man.
And then
it's heavily armored. It has fuck tons of fucking. I don't know why they didn't use this to escort the bombers in Europe because the range on this thing is like 1,000 miles instead of Are
the guns? They had to sacrifice something.
No, dude.
The guns that powerful?
Oh, you got 6 Browning 50 cals, 3 on each wing, 8 fucking 160-pound rockets, and it could carry 2 500-pound bombs or 1,000-gallon tank
for fuel.
Drop tank for fuel.
I don't know why we didn't just make more of those.
I don't know. It was too big.
Maybe it wasn't.
Like I get it in the Pacific, the ranges are a lot more. But like, why didn't they use this for escort duty in Europe? Marines had dibs.
Yes.
That old fuck the army. They don't get these.
Unless it's peacetime.
Yeah, they don't get these. These are ours.
In peacetime, Army gets the bigger budget.
Navy and Marines are just hoarding the fucking Corsair over the. No, you can't have it. But it would be really useful. No, figure it out yourself.
Do it yourself.
And then they make the Mustang, and then the Marines are like, "Oh wait,
well, can we have some?
Can we have some? No, fucker, you should. God damn it!
Turnabout's fair play.
Exactly." But no, the KD on this thing is ridiculous, man.
What was it?
It's 11-1 through the whole war.
That's a huge.
Yeah, especially when you look at like they only made like 12,000, 13,000 of these fucking things,
on the internet
and they only lost
3.
And like I feel like we only lost like somewhere between like 200 to 500 planes the whole time. Like these were fucking badass. I had a little model of it when I was a kid.
Me too.
Did you have the same one? Like the solid steel one?
Yes, it's all blue.
Yes. Oh man.
Matchbox was a Matchbox or something?
I don't remember, but it was like
one of those.
You could chuck this thing at the wall and it would stick in like a ninja star.
I had that.
Sorry, Mom.
I had the P.
I had the P-47 and the Mustang, and I had a bunch of these.
I had one. I can't remember what it was. It was the P-40. No, it wasn't the P-47. What's the one? It was that spy plane, the black one.
The U-2?
The one with the twin prop engines, not the U-2. What we used before it. They call it the Black Widow.
I don't
know. It was really cool looking. It's in War Thunder. People in the comments section can check it out. I had that. I had the P-51, and I had the Corsair because all 3 came in a set. Bring that back.
Bring that back. I bet if we look, we could go to like some flea markets or something. We'd probably find them. Or you know what? If we look, we probably have better ones now.
Probably.
Like like that metal 3D printing shit. Probably expensive.
I want to get into drones if I ever have the money. I want to get into drones because there's so many cool plane drones out. They just came out with the SR-71 Blackbird.
Is that a drone or just a model plane? Like you say drone, I think like.
No, it's a model. Well, it's a model plane, so it acts like a plane.
RC plane.
It's a drone where it has your thing, and it's like you can just look at your screen, and you look out the front of the plane.
They should do this. They should have like airsoft dogfights.
I know, right?
Put like an airsoft laser, like an airsoft gun in it, shoots the little BBs and shoot each other down. That'd be dope as fuck.
Or even better, just have like a laser pointer, and if it paints your plane,
I want to shoot the fucking thing down. Little plastic BB going hard enough to cut through the fucking paper,
cut through foam or something.
Yeah, through the foam. You can cut a wing off. Yeah, real dog fight. There's stakes here, man.
You can lose the plane.
You can lose the plane.
Nice. Oh, so is it time for? What else do we have on the?
Corsair? I don't know. You got any more, man? Dude, no, my favorite thing about the Corsair is that the Japanese were laughing at it at the beginning, and then once it started, like you can go look.
The laughter stopped quick, didn't it?
You can go look. There's letters and like reports and things that have been declassified from the Japanese pilots who were like, it was just whistling death. You would even kamikaze pilots, the guys who were going to die anyway, were like, fuck this thing.
I didn't get a chance
because apparently it makes this god awful. And you can go listen to it on video. It makes this god awful whistling noise when it's fucking going.
Well.
Something to do with the air going into the fucking super intake, manifold, whatever the fuck, going through the engine and stuff. And it makes this fucking.
I didn't know this about the Corsair.
I know it's badass. It is the. That's so. It is the actual, honest to God, bird of prey of World War II.
A literal warhawk.
A literal warhawk, not to be confused with the plane. The Warhawk, which I think was like a small supply plane or something. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know. However,
it's a different one.
We're done talking about the coolest plane, by the way. This one is, I call it Desperation on Wings. The ME-163 Comet, aka the thing the plane so terrifying even the Nazi said, yeah, we should probably stop using this one.
Well, Was this the jet?
This was the jet that had the double fuel, the binary fuel mixture. It used two stuff. It's called the T-Stoff and C-Stoff. Now, T-Stoff is just plain old hydrogen peroxide, but they juked the kind. And this isn't 5 and 10% like you get at stores.
Super concentrated.
No, it is 85%.
So it's going to eat your arm off.
As if you touch an open bottle, it will melt your hand. This is the stuff that's like it. I didn't realize what it was.
This is what you want to
you.
melt your dead bodies in. Got it.
This is This is such an oxidizer. It'll do it for you. However, the downside, T-Stoff by itself can be safely stored and transported as long as you don't touch it.
Fair.
C-Stoff, which is methanol hydrogen. I'm not telling you. Never mind. Don't want to get in trouble. C-Stoff, which is a different mixture of different stuff. Don't worry about it.
C-Stoff is the stuff.
C-Stoff is, again, by itself.
Or you look at it the wrong fucking way, it's going to go off.
No. By itself, in its own container, perfectly fine. If you mix the two of them in oxygen, room temperature environment, immediate ignition.
So matter-antimatter reaction.
Basically.
We just created a warp drive.
You just created a warp drive, and you put it in the back of a rocket. Now, granted, the idea
is this the one that went like 700 mile an hour?
Yes!
And like it was so powerful it almost like ripped itself apart.
Yes.
Okay, I know which one you're talking about.
If the fuel source wasn't absolute insanity, this plane would actually have a useful purpose based on entirely what it was for. It was designed as a short-range rocket interceptor.
Yeah.
The idea is that you'd hop in, hope that Hans refueling this plane didn't kill you while he did it. And then if he got lucky that day, you would take off and essentially go up, not a straight up sharp 90, but you go up at a pretty sharp angle to intercept the B-29s that were getting ready to bomb your cities to dust. You'd be able to get up there within like 2 or 3 minutes because you only had 7.5 minutes of powered flight. Now, it wasn't all at once.
This is the one that just has like the nose cone is full of rockets.
Yeah, that was a mod. Yeah, you could get that in War Thunder. That was in War Thunder too. Now, however, it did also.
Yeah, that was pure experimental. I feel like that one, like they launched it once, it killed the pilot, and they were like, no.
Well, no, they were desperate, so they launched a lot of these because, again, if you don't mess up the fuel, it works. You'll take off, you'll do what you need to do, and because the plane is very aerodynamic, it works as a glider after the fuel runs out, so you can glide back down and land up.
You know, if Hitler and Goering hadn't had their falling out in 43, late 42.
This might have come along a bit earlier.
He would have probably put more resources into the rocket program, which would have maintained German air superiority at least over Europe.
Possibly.
No, it definitely, nothing we had went 700 mile an hour. And imagine an extra 2 years of development on top of it and the actual money and resources because he still trusts Goering.
Sure. Remember, 7.5.
They'd be on Mark 5. It'd be a full fucking plane. It'd run for fucking 40.
Good thing we didn't live in that timeline.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's a good thing that Hitler was a paranoid asshole and didn't trust his generals.
It's a good thing Hitler was Hitler, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, also
shot himself in the foot on that one, didn't he? He had the most advanced fucking plane system ever thought of, and he's like, "No, we're not doing that.
No.
I want to build a big giant tank that'll never go across any bridges ever."
Anyway, back to this. So yeah, you're right. Top speed is about 700 miles an hour. However, best part about this wasn't just because they had allies, they shared the plans and even built a prototype for their Japanese allies. Sent it to them and everything.
Wow, a rare instance of them actually talking to each other.
Because Russia is Russia, Russians, through sheer dumb luck probably, managed to actually destroy the prototype, but the plan still got to Japan anyway.
They don't have enough steel to do that.
They made one.
Yeah.
They made one. And here's the thing. It apparently worked. It's one of those things.
Shook itself apart almost, and they were like,
Oh no! By the
10 years and we will have a working prototype.
No, that's one of those. They were made. No, that's one of those. The prototype was rolling off the floor when B-29s were flying over everywhere. When the blockade was pretty much
too fucking late.
Way too late to do anything.
So,
the noose had already tightened, buddy.
So,
oh yeah, it is early 40 or it's late 44 when this thing is even getting ready to roll off.
Yeah.
Like it didn't even have.
No point in sending the fucking thing.
No, it's one of those. Like by this point, they were planning on where to beach the Yamamoto.
What's your least favorite plane?
My least favorite plane?
When you're just like, I hate that thing.
That that jank Russian, yes, monstrosity. I can't remember
the Yak. Is it a fighter plane or a bomber?
The bomber, the shitty.
The one that looks like it,
knockoff.
The one that looks like it should be from like the 20s.
No, that one's actually kind of funny. I like that one. That one's got character. I'm talking about the straight up.
I don't know which one you're talking about.
Because again, Lend-Lease, we gave them the plans for the B-29.
Hold on, where's your phone? Show me.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, we gave the commies the B-29.
Russian B-29 knockoff.
Yeah, B-29 Russian copy. The Tupolev Tu-4. That's what it's called. I was like Tupolev. See? Ugh. See?
Communist.
Commie. And also,
how dare they try to copy our shit?
Well, it's one of those, we gave it to them.
No, we gave them the plans to it, and they did it wrong.
They did it wrong.
They did it communist.
They built the cheapest, shittiest version
that they could.
Oh, my beloved Super Fortress.
Oh, no.
So, yeah, it's one of those, something I love the Russians destroyed, basically, because most everything else either...
they did to my boy.
Yeah, look what they did to my boy. Because at least the Comet was like, well, that was just some desperate shit. And like it's one of those, all the others, like all these other weird planes and all the good ones, I was like, those are just generally good planes. All the weird ones, I was like, well, you were at least trying to do something with nothing. Like especially the Mosquito, perfect example. You were taking what you had and trying to fill a niche and make extra. It's like perfect example, Australia making them cardboard drones. We haven't had much of an update with them. I need to do.
Oh yeah, I was like during World War II. Oh, you meant
modern,
2 years
modern
ago.
day. Yeah,
I remember. I remember now.
And the first thing we did was, could we buy a bunch of those and stuff? Because exactly our guy. Anyway, but yeah, what is your least favorite plane of World War II?
The Brewster Buffalo. It looks like
I'm not familiar with it.
It looks like its namesake. It looks like a flying fucking buffalo. It's so fucking fat and squat and slow.
Is that? No, that's a modern one. I was gonna say that's that weird plane.
I don't know how to freaking get into your phone.
Is it that weird? I was thinking, is that weird one that?
I like how I typed
opens in the front like a hinge.
No, it's this.
Oh,
look at that fat, squat, fat goof,
bastard. Yeah, see that?
I hate it. It's not a bad plane.
It's not.
It's just it's slow and fat, but I mean it's got a lot of armor. So I mean,
okay.
But up against like a Zero,
I see why you don't.
Or something. It's kind of useless. It looks fake. It doesn't look like a real plane.
It looks like
it's really short and fat.
If the P-47 was Scooby-Doo, that's scrappy.
Yeah, it looks like a P-47
got
like
squashed, flew into a wall, and
just smashed on itself. Yeah, that's my least favorite plane of World War II. If you flew one and you loved it, let us know in the comments. Tell me I'm an asshole.
Great.
But come on, look at it.
It's just from this editing bow.
I would have been disappointed if I got out of flight school and they're like, "This is your plane." I'd be like, "Oh man, really? Was I that bad, guys? I tried really hard.
Yeah, they won't even let you fly.
They won't even let me fly. They won't even let me fly like a cargo plane. Nope, you get the Buffalo. Go, Buffalo.
No, delivering mail is good for morale.
Yeah,
we need
it is.
someone good at that.
A fly escort for the mail deliveries. Yeah, that's what it's for.
No, that's why they rejected you from the mail, because it's good for morale. We need someone reliable.
Thanks. Appreciate it, man.
All
right. Well, I think we're done. We're done here.
Quick one. What is your absolute? We've got a list of most of your high killers, and we got our weird ones. What is your absolute favorite? Not because it's got a great KD ratio, but just in general. Favorite plane of World War II. And it doesn't have to be a military one. It could be one of the ones the civilians came up with. Because I do think the ones that are designed to take off from lakes and oceans, the flying boats,
C-47 cargo,
also a good one.
You can do anything with it.
You can put anything on there,
and it looks cool. And it's the plane that our army men.
Yes.
Remember the little green army, and you get the big C-47.
C-47. I even got the M1 Abrams was too big; it didn't fit. It was its own thing because it was designed to be full size.
Yeah.
But I remember the little troop carrier fit in it. You had like a Jeep and like some deuce and a half.
Nice.
But I didn't have the deuce and a half.
No, I didn't
had the
either.
Jeep one.
I got the plane secondhand from. I think your mom found it at a yard sale. So, because I already had shit tons of the little green guys, so I didn't need any more of those. But I didn't have planes, so they found it. So I got the plane. I was like, yeah, I don't need anything else. I got tanks and shit.
Nice.
I had an army, man. I had 5-gallon buckets full of these fucking things. But yeah, that's my favorite one.
Nice. And
what's yours?
My favorite one. We mentioned it, the P-47, because even though it's not the sexiest like the P-51,
oh, but it's so pretty though. Look at that.
It's a beautiful plane, and
it's strong.
It wasn't just a high KD ratio; it was a high survivability. There was a saying back in the war: "The Mustang got you, your girl. The Thunderbolt brought you back home to your girl."
Yeah.
So that's why the Thunderbolt's my favorite.
I was like, I covered that when I talked about it. When I was talking about like it getting taken a shot through the fucking engine, losing like 4 pistons and still being like, whatever, it's fine. We're just going a little slower now.
We got a cough in the engine.
Yeah, a little bit of a sputter, but we're fine. Half the wing's gone.
Oh, but
it's the granddaddy of the A-10 Warthog, man. The thing keeps going. You blow half the engine up, still gonna go.
Nice. Well, I think we've about gotten to.
I think we're done. We need to get to the pot.
We need to draw from the pot of knowing, and also we have a few subjects we need to add to the pot of knowing. I'll tell you afterward.
I was like, we'll do that later, man. And I agree. We need to put more ancient shit in here,
or just anything. But is it me today, or you drawing?
I think I drew last time, so
okay,
you go ahead. So I'm gonna want to know this.
Yeah. And next week on Kentucky Fried Chronology, we will be discussing something ancient, hopefully. Napoleon.
God damn it!
Je suis Napoleon.
I want to go to ancient Rome. I want to go to ancient Rome so bad, and it won't let us. I know they're in here. I typed all of these. I know for a fact there is Vikings, Celts, medieval shit. There is old stuff in here. Oh no!
Anyway, so join us next week for admittedly what will probably
sequel. It's just a sequel to Wellington. We literally did Wellington like 3 weeks ago.
We're building a what's it?
We said it because it seems like we're doing it on purpose because in the Wellington episode we were like, it would be funny if the Napoleon, look what we did.
Fine.
God
Napoleon
damn it.
goes back in and
no, we have to. That's not the rules.
It's burning your soul.
No, we gotta follow the rules though. We don't follow the rules of our own universe. What's the point?
That's true.
All right, so plug the other stuff.
But
that's not even your show. Why am I making?
Not even my show.
Why am I making?
I don't profit from that.
I don't really either, but I just like people to watch it. Go Go check out my other channel, Kentucky Fried Critics, where me and my cousin Shane
talk about
movies and pop culture
drinks.
and drink beer. And like, comment, subscribe to us. Especially
Indeed.
subscribe. We've only got like 20, 23, 25.
Yeah.
I didn't look.
Please join our subscriber count.
Subscriber drive. Hit the button right now. Do it. Or we're going to come to your house.
No, we're too lazy for that.
Too frozen right now. We never fucking make it. We're in the middle of this ice storm
like
shit.
2 inches of ice.
All right. I think that's it. We'll see you next time. Go out and learn something.
Have a good one. The booze got to you this episode. Skater bites and double Mustangs this week on Kentucky Fried Chronology. I swear to Christ, if you put that in there, I will